Hiya. Now here's an interesting one. I was going through Kilkenny, just south of Kilkenny city, in a place called Danesfort, and I saw a sign for a dog show, a hand-painted sign, and there were people out on the road in high-vis vests, and they were directing traffic into the dog shows. And I went in and I thought it was to do with pet dogs, but when I got there, there were hunting dogs there, and a lovely convivial group of people, but obviously for some of you what they were involved in was pretty odious. So I went in and I talked to them, and afterwards, while I was doing a bit of research, I thought, and you may think that some of my questions sounded kind of silly, unless of course you're into hunting dogs, when you would have thought those questions were wide of the mark. Sunday afternoon in rural Ireland. There's nothing like a show or a fair to head along to. There's a bit of competition, people and animals to keep an eye on, and some buying and selling. Ram guards are to stop angry rams from, well, ramming other animals or people. These forks are used to break down into a burrow if a dog has a wild animal trapped inside.
Anyone looking for two beagles, a dog and a bitch, both working to sale?
The dress code is of course casual, although there is a lot of camouflage.
It doesn't show the dirt. I'm being honest, it doesn't show the dirt, and it's easy, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so you're kind of, you know, rubbing off dogs and things like that, and yeah, it's just.
It's great.
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
really good.
No, there's no maliciousness in it at all. Greyhound, first cross. He's 11 months old. Fantastic breed, fantastic dog. Great with children.
Tell me about the competition here.
Well, you go into the judge with your dog in good condition. He's a puppy, so he'd be looking for, you know, a good, nice, honest coat, nice quarters, healthy. You'll walk him up and down, and then he'll get it. You stand your dog. And then when you're finished all that, at the end of the day, it's the judge's decision what he picks on the day. But for a pup, you'd go for a well-built pup, well looked after, well maintained, and a happy, healthy dog.
Has he gone in yet?
Yes, and he won. He won puppy, yes.
This woman's daughter is also in camouflage and is also a winner.
It's important for a child to be brought up to look after a dog and to be rewarded with a dog and to have the dog everywhere, you know, like, so she's learning from the start, you know.
And is this a working dog?
Yeah, he'd go up into the fields and he'd chase along, and, you know.
Right. What do they chase after? What are they supposed to chase after?
Oh, rabbits, and I don't know if you came across a fox. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but he wouldn't touch my cats.
All right. There was mention here at the show of lurchers.
Sorry, so rough lurcher dogs under 24 inches.
And while editing, I wanted to know exactly what a lurcher was. I came across this YouTube video which showed what a lurcher does. A word of warning, there's some pretty horrible stuff coming up. The dog has a grip of the back of the fox, so presumably hasn't killed it quickly.
Put them in the ditch. You had the small dog to hunt out the rabbits, and the fast dog to catch them.
Okay, and why are you hunting out the rabbits? What's the story with rabbits?
I know, it's just a sport. It just gets me out of the house at the weekends.
Right. And do you feel sorry for the rabbits, or how do you feel?
No, I don't. It's only a sport, you know.
What do you do with the rabbits then once they're caught?
I know, to be fed to the dogs then. So.
Oh, I see. So they're not.
No, they're not wasted. They're not.
Grand. And would the dogs, would they catch more rabbits than they need?
No. It depends how greedy you would be.
Okay.
You know,
so what's this dog called?
Nelly. The other one is called Kitty.
So if Kitty catches the rabbit, would she not eat the rabbit and leave Nelly out of it?
Oh no, the two of them, they wouldn't.
They share it, do they?
Yeah, they share because they're killing together, they're living together.
Ah, so they have a regard for each other, do they?
What do they do, yeah. The two of them now, they're thick as thieves.
And you're not feeling sorry for the rabbits at all,
No,
are you?
it's just the way I was brought up since I was a little young fella, 6 or 7. I was always brought up with the hunting.
There you go, that was the dog show in Danesfort, County Kilkenny. Nice, approachable people, but there was a bit of an unease about the thing for me, but worth doing nonetheless. See you next time.